Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, for those of you who don't know, and for today's video I'm going to be testing out the new Jaclyn Hill Cosmetic Holiday Collection highlighters. So if you don't know, this is a holiday collection. She came out with so many highlighters, but I just kind of want to give you guys a backstory because I didn't just purchase these three. I also purchased the Flash palette, which is the lighter of the two palettes that she did come out with. I'll insert a picture here, and then I also did purchase the brush trio. So for some reason these were shipped together, and then the brush trio and the Flash palette were shipped together. I got these last week Monday. It is now a Saturday, and the Flash palette and the brush palette were also supposed to be delivered on Monday, but for some reason I didn't get it. I was constantly in contact with UPS because I wanted to get this video up really fast for you guys, so I do apologize for the delay. But basically by Wednesday they said that there was no movement in my package and that they lost my package. So that is why it's a little bit late for me making this video, but I was contemplating whether I just wanted to wait until I got the whole collection together, or if I should just review these products and then with my own brushes, and then just do another follow-up with that. See if those products make a difference too, those brushes make a difference. So I figured that was the route I was going to go into. Yesterday, which was Friday, they finally said that they were going to get my product and ship it out to me. So they now said it's processing, so that's going to take about 2 to 3 days. And then for me to get it, I probably wouldn't get the video up for you guys until end of next week, beginning of the following week. So I didn't want you guys to wait. I didn't want the hype to blow over, so I apologize that I am missing some products, but just be aware that I actually did purchase them. Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics was actually really good, or Jaclyn Cosmetics. I don't even know if it's Jaclyn or Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, but they were pretty good. On Wednesday when I did contact them, I did call them and they did state that I had to wait 48 hours because UPS just did open up an investigation, and if I still didn't get a response or any movement from the package within 48 hours, which would be yesterday, Friday, then they would go ahead and send me a new product. So I called them up yesterday. Still no progress on the package that I was supposed to get. So that's why they went ahead and did ship me out a new one, and I'm just waiting for it. I'm really excited, but for right now, we're just going to be testing out these 3 products. But before we jump into the video, I apologize that the intro was so darn long. I wanted to give you guys a backstory so you could see that I actually did purchase them. It's really not my fault. I just blame UPS, not Jaclyn Hill's fault either. UPS just lost the package. But before we jump into the video, I just want to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, so you can be part of the ATFB fam. ATFB, all things fashion and beauty, and hit the post notification bell so you get notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's get to highlighting. Okay, so as you guys can see, I already have my base on. Super excited to test these out. So first things first, I am going to do some swatches, but let me just tell you guys what I did get. So I got the Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Powder. This online she called like the Mood Powder, but let me go ahead and just get some prices for you guys so you know how much everything was. I do have to say that the products were actually pretty pricey. Like, I didn't think they would be this expensive, but they really were. So the Mood Light Luminous Highlighter, this retails for $32, and they have 5 shades. I just went ahead and got the lightest shade, which is Doomy, and this is what it looks like. It looks really pretty. I mean, the packaging is very on brand for her. So you do have that like chrome kind of top. It does get dirty very easily, as you guys could see me just like my handprints. And then it does have the frosted base, and it does just say Jaclyn on here. So this is the Do Me shade, and then you get 0.35 ounces. So I know that's less than like a typical powder, so I feel like if you do use this all over your face, then you are going to sort of run through it faster than you would a normal powder. I have super oily skin, so I was actually really nervous about trying this, but I did see a few YouTubers like Casey Holmes. She has really oily skin, and she was saying how it actually looked really, really pretty on her. So that's why I went ahead and got it. I wouldn't use this to set all over my face just because I am oily, but I do want that kind of inner glow, because in the winter time, sometimes I do notice that sometimes I just can get a little powdery, and I just want to see how this would work for oily skin, and just if it would be a good product. That is why I went ahead and picked this up. I did get the lightest shade, so there is no shifter to like turn it on, like to open or close it, but that's a little low-key like annoying because I know that when you travel or anything like that, this is going to be a pain in the butt. The powder is going to get everywhere. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just a little swatch for you guys. So, ooh, that feels really soft. That feels really soft. So that is what it's looking like. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch right here. Just gonna, ooh, that feels really like silky. It feels very soft. I really like that feeling. That feels really nice. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell because it is not a super blinding sort of highlight, but that feels, it has like a slip to it. It feels really, really nice. I actually do like that feeling. I don't see like glitter or anything like that, but I do see just a nice healthy like kind of inner glow. That's what this is looking like, and that's what it's targeted for too. So that's awesome. You can use this to set underneath your eyes. I already did set underneath my eyes, but I'm gonna try to just set my cheeks and then my forehead and everything like I was saying. So I'm just gonna take, and I'm just gonna be doing the kind of Bare Minerals technique, meaning I'm just going to swirl, tap, and then buff it into the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it right over here. Ooh, what's going on here? I feel like that looks a little funky. All right, so don't mind right here. I feel like my bronzer looks like a little lumpy or something, but let's just see. Let me zoom you guys in actually so you could really see how this works. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just, ooh. So again, it doesn't look like highlighty. I feel like I wouldn't use this as like an actual highlight, and that is just because it doesn't give me that blinding. It kind of just gives like a soft natural glow. I feel like if you have mature skin, this would be a really good highlight for you, or if you are really dry, just to set this all over, or if you are oily and you kind of just want that kind of glow. I feel like I've been liking that a lot recently, like the Hourglass blushes I have been liking, the ambient blushes, because I feel like they do have that nice pretty glow. So that actually looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to my other cheek, and let's see. That's really pretty. So I do have to say, I just did finish my makeup, and I didn't even like put any setting spray on my face. This is just like the powder itself. That looks really nice. That looks really pretty. Let me do some on the center of my forehead. Just like a nice luminous sort of glow. I feel like that looks really nice. I'm kind of just doing it in targeted areas. Ooh, it looks really pretty on the chin. It looks really nice. It feels really lightweight, like it just, I feel like my skin right now just looks really luminous. I feel like if I kind of wanted that inner glow, which I've been striving for recently, it looks really pretty. So I actually really like this. I feel like it looks really pretty. It looks really natural. My skin looks healthy and glowy. I do like this. If you are really oily, again, I probably wouldn't recommend setting this all over your face, just because I feel like my face gets really super oily by the end of day. So I feel like this in combination with my oils peeking through will probably be a little bit too much. But right now it looks really, really pretty. And I kind of just put it wherever I would want that extra glow. So like my chin, I actually really like it on my chin. I really like it on my cheeks. I don't know if I would always put it on my forehead because my forehead gets really, really oily. So right now it looks pretty, but by end of day I feel like it's just gonna look really greasy and just dewy up there. So I would probably just stick to putting it right on my cheeks where my blush is, and then on my chin, because I really actually do like how that's looking. So you guys saw like I took a lot out, but I swatched it for you guys, and I still have a lot left. I didn't even use that much, which is amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that back, because I'm actually surprised at how little you need for this, which is actually really awesome, because I feel like I still did achieve that really pretty inner glow, which is awesome. So the next two shades, these are actually the loose highlighters. These are the, I thought these were like the Beaming Loose highlighters, but let me go ahead and check. Yeah, so these are the Beaming Loose highlighters. So these come in 5 different shades. So I went ahead and got the shade Extra and Bomb, which were the 2 lightest shades, and these were $24. I did forget to mention that you could actually also buy bundles on her website. So you could buy one with a brush, you could buy one of these with a brush, you could buy the palette with a brush, you could buy all shades of the loose highlighters, you could buy all shades of these. So I feel like there were different options and bundles, which is great because you also did get that at a cheaper price. So if you did want this, like all 5 of these, and you wanted the brush, you did get a little bit of a discount instead of just like purchasing every single one and then that highlighting brush as well. So that's really awesome. So let me go ahead and just swatch these for you guys. So first I'm going to take the shade Extra, which is the lightest one in the Beaming Highlight. This is the one that's supposed to like pop the most. So I'm super excited to go ahead and test this out. In same exact packaging, it does look exactly like the Do Me, just a little tiny baby version. You only do need a little bit of this, which is awesome. So again, this is the shade Extra, and you only get 0.14 ounces, which is actually not a lot at all. I mean, I feel like you usually get more in loose highlighters for not as expensive. Like I feel like this is pretty expensive for like 24 bucks and you only get 0.14 ounces. So I feel like her prices are pretty high and the amount of product you're getting isn't equaling out to that. But I mean, if you really love the product, then I feel like I would totally buy this again if it really is that life-changing for me. So what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to tap some in right here, and I'm just going to do a little swatch for you guys. That is what that looks like. That felt really soft too, but again, this is the shade Extra. Oh my god, that is stunning. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. And again, I really like that feeling. It feels super soft. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, that feels really soft. It doesn't feel as slick as the Do Me. I feel like the Do Me feels a little bit more on the slick side, but that is beautiful. That is such a pretty color. Ooh, okay, let me actually swatch Bomb for you guys too while we're here. So this is Bomb, and I'm just gonna swatch it right underneath. Ooh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. So this one is very icy. I feel like that one is a bit more on the champagne side. I love both shades. I use icy shades, and then I also do use champagne shades as well. There was the next shade of this that I also really wanted. Let me see if I can. The High Volt, which is a Dazzling Rose Gold. That one looked so pretty. And then also the Dazzling Golden Peach looked really pretty, but I'm not too much of a peach highlight person. I feel like Dazzling Rose Gold would be beautiful, but Bomb is like a golden sand, which is like a champagne. Like it looks really, really pretty. And then Extra is that white gold. So again, these were $24. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this on my face. So I'm literally, I think you only need a little bit of this. So I'm just tapping off like that much, which is not a lot at all. She did say you really only need a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm using my, this is a dupe for the Anastasia highlighting brush. This is actually from Amazon. Juicy Jazz recommended this and I have been obsessed with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and just swirl. Ooh, okay, so that is what that looks like. I don't want it to be like super intense, but I feel like it's going to be crazy. So let me just go ahead and, ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. That is so pretty. That is very intense too. You guys could see, like, I'm literally not even really roughly applying that on my face. I'm going in very lightly. I'm pretty sure we could totally build this up to make it very intense. Like, look at how intense that is. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. That looks beautiful. But I feel like it's blending out really pretty. I don't think it's emphasizing any texture. I feel like, I mean, most highlighters, when you do have texture over here, you kind of do always see texture, but I don't feel like it's emphasizing texture. It's just sitting really pretty on top of the skin. Like, it's not making my texture look insanely crazy. I feel like that looks really nice. I actually want to take a little bit more, and I want to see if I can get that really intense little pop. Usually what I would have done if I did get the actual Flash palette, I would have put the palette on and then I would have topped it off with this just to make it pop a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. I do have my little fan brush and I'm just gonna, ooh, that is crazy. The kind of hype that it did get on social media, I feel like it would have been really intense, like straight off the bat. I feel like I did kind of have to go over this like and really get that nice like pop. I mean, it looks pretty. I just feel like on social media they were just saying like immediately you're gonna get that boom, but I feel like we did kind of have to go over it a lot to get that boom. But it still looks pretty. It's still a very pretty highlight. I do like it. That looks insane. I'm definitely gonna have to tone that down a little bit because that is looking so highlighted. Oh my gosh. So I just went ahead and I cleaned this brush. So I'm gonna try Balm on the neck side. So I just have that much, not much at all. And just gonna swirl, tap off, and get some pretty highlight. Oh my gosh. So you guys can see like I do have some, I have like a little blemish here, but it's not making my blemish look like crazy horrible. That looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. That's really, really pretty. I feel like I kind of want to bring it down a little bit. I feel like my face looks really like wet. Like it looks really, really pretty. I brought this one down because I know that Jaclyn Hill kind of like applies her highlights to her cheeks too. I'm gonna see how that looks. I've never done that, but I just want to see how it looks, how it kind of blends. So it's definitely emphasizing the texture on my cheek a lot. I have a lot of texture on my cheek, so if you have a lot of texture on your cheek, I actually would not recommend bringing it down because right here, like it really does emphasize that texture. Like that looks crazy. But the overall highlight looks really pretty. I feel like this extra one is a little bit more, I want to say blinding, and a little bit more, I feel like I was able to pick up that blinding a little bit faster than this side. But it still looks like this color is gorgeous. It looks really, really pretty. I really do like that. So let me get a powder brush just so I can kind of tone this down a little bit because I feel like it is very extra. Okay guys, so I have my powder brush and I'm just gonna powder this away a little bit. I feel like when I do go over it does do a very good job at like toning that down because I feel like that looks totally wearable right now. It looks really pretty, as does this side. So I actually also did get a little brush. I do have a tiny bit of highlight on my inner corner and on my brow bone, but I actually want to go over it with Extra, which is the white shade. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I definitely want to go over that. See? Oh, that's so pretty. And the highlight that I used before was the Tati Beauty. I did use the Metallic Aura, but this just gives it such a nice, beautiful pop. Oh my gosh. And I want to put this on the inner corner too. Oh my gosh. The Tati Beauty one is beautiful, but this is just brings it that extra pop. That looks really pretty. I want to finish off the rest of my face. I want to add in some more highlighter. I think I want to go in with the shade Extra just because I do have this like dark black eyeshadow. I want to go in with a white. So I'm just going to do on the bridge of my nose. I'm using a JH09 brush from Morphe. I don't know, I don't really think I like it with this brush. I feel like this brush really isn't picking up the product and putting it on my nose as much as it should be. I feel like maybe the fan brush was a little bit better. Yeah, the fan brush was definitely better at distributing that product. I do have some gloss on, but I want to do some on my Cupid's bow. That is so darn pretty. And maybe just a tiny bit on my chin. Just like that. That looks really, really pretty. This actually looks gorgeous. So let me zoom you guys out and then just give you my final thoughts and impressions on this collection so far. But applying those other powders that I did to my face doesn't look super like powdery and just cakey. So I'm actually super surprised, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face just so everything can kind of sink into my face a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys my final thoughts and impressions on each product that I did use. Again, I'm still waiting for the brush trio and the flash palette, but let me just give you a breakdown and then just tell you guys if I think it's worth it or not. So far, I really love this Do Me powder. This is the luminous powder. I actually really like that. I love how it looked on my chin. It just added that kind of inner glow. I think it looked beautiful on my cheeks. My cheeks look really like healthy and just really overall glowy. So I actually really did like this. I do recommend it. I feel like if you are super dry, you could use this as a setting powder, but if you are more on the oily side, like I said, just use it to brighten up certain areas of your face. You could totally do it underneath your eyes just to give you more of that luminous kind of look. I didn't do that because I already did set my under eyes. You can use it on your cheeks, your chin, and just like I did center of the forehead. I feel like it looks really pretty. I feel like even if you are really oily, you're still gonna like this. I feel like it looks really pretty. Packaging is beautiful. I wish there was more product in each thing. I'm just gonna say that. I wish there was more product in here. I feel like there's really not that much, especially for the price point, but I feel like it looks really pretty. I really do like how it made my skin look, and I really do like the overall glow I have right now. So I definitely do recommend this. I actually really like this. Again, I got the shade Do Me. And then the next two highlighters I actually really like. So I thought that this was gonna be like super blinding, like right off the bat, kind of just because that was the vibe I was getting off of Instagram. But I feel like I didn't get that initial like boom, like bam, right in your face, super glowy, super highlighted. I feel like I did have to kind of like build it up. I was going in super soft, so you really don't need a lot of pressure. You don't need a lot of product, but you need more than I have been saying on Instagram. Like literally on Instagram, they're just like, you just need to go like boop and then just rub a little bit and then you get like such a nice glow. I feel like I really had to like do my swirl in there, tap it off, and then really go over and then possibly go over again. So I feel like you really don't need as little as they were saying. I feel like you need a little more, so I feel like that part was just exaggerated, but I feel like it's still really pretty. Yes, there are other highlighters out there that kind of give you this same sort of look, but if you're a highlighter lover like I am, I know you're really gonna love these. If you're new to highlighting, I feel like it still looks really pretty. I feel like you'll still really like them. You could definitely tone them down, make them blinding. So I do really appreciate that. I actually do really recommend these. I really like how they look. Again, the price is expensive. So I feel like if you are on the market for some highlighters, you don't mind spending that much coin, then you could definitely get theirs. Them beautiful. If you really like loose highlighters and you really just like how this looks, then I would definitely go ahead and do it. Only two negatives that I could say is I wish that there were more product just to match the price point, or the price point was lower to match the amount of product that we're getting. And I also wish that there was some sort of shifter in here, but that's just my opinion. Like a lot of people don't like shifters, some people do. I feel like it would make traveling with these a lot easier, but overall I feel like it looks really pretty. I'm actually really happy that Jaclyn had a really successful launch this year. If you guys don't know, Jaclyn Hill highlighters are actually coming to Morphe stores, which is amazing. Or I feel like they're at Morphe stores already. Yeah, they're at Morphe stores already, so that is just really great. If you are on the market for highlighters, I feel like there is something for everybody here. If you have more mature skin or you really don't like highlighters, or if you're super dry, I feel like you would love this Do Me. If you love highlighters, you love that intense glow, this is awesome. If you do like more pressed powders, then there is the flash palette. I can't say anything about that because I haven't received it yet, but definitely stay tuned for a video on that. But so far, I mean, everything looks really pretty. I do like how everything looked on the skin. Will I be reaching for these? Yes. Would I buy them again? I think I would, like especially this powder. I actually really like how my skin looks with it, so I feel like I would buy these. I feel like I would probably buy like this highlighter. I feel like it looks really pretty, but again, I do wish that the price point went down a little bit or you got more product. But I feel like I would totally buy them just because I do really love highlights and how you can make this really pop and get that really nice pretty wet look. So I feel like I would totally buy it again. So definitely stay tuned for my second part of this video, just testing out the flash palette and then just testing these out with the actual brushes that Jaclyn Hill did come out with. But that is it for this video, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you made it this far and you do like what you see, so you can be part of the ATFB fam. ATFB, all things fashion and beauty, and hit the post notification bell so you get notified of all my future uploads. I usually do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. EST. But I'm really happy like that Jaclyn had such a successful launch. I'm going to be honest, at the beginning I was a little nervous about getting this because of the launch last time. I actually did get some lipsticks that had like fuzz or whatever in them, so I'm really happy that this actually came out really nice and beautiful. So I really am happy for Jaclyn. So that is it, guys. I hope that you did enjoy, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! And also stay tuned for the second portion of this video, which hopefully will be up sometime next week. I'm gonna try to get that up for you guys ASAP, and thank you guys so much for being understanding. Now for real, bye!